What's going on YouTube? This is 3zinferno, so here to continue the series, preparing for nationals. Now, I'm still not sure if I'm going to go yet. Might have a last minute thing that I might try to make it, but I'm not too sure exactly. Still a lot of money right now for the flight. So I'll update you guys later on that. Now, we're going to talk about some non-tier 1 decks. Okay, of course tiers are just, they're mostly made up. You can make your own tiers, things like that. But I'm going to talk about some lesser played decks today. Now, I'm going to talk about 4 quote-unquote tier 2 decks that are going to make a big impact. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers is an interesting deck to run because they have a lot of support. Gravekeepers have a Necro Valley, which is one of the best field cards in the game. Stops dragons from removing, and they have a decent matchup against them because, let's face it, they don't run MST. So they have Lilas, Raikos, and a Heavy Storm. That's it. So if you're running things like Descendant can pop the Raikos. Lila, if you like bottomless it or Fiendish Chain it or anything like that. And if you Starlight Road or Solemn Judgment or something, the Heavy Storm, they really don't have that many outs to Necro Valley. So I think it's really important to keep Necro Valley in the field if you're playing against dragons. Because one of your harder matchups will be Dino Rabbits, but even though I think it'll be played, I think dragons will be the most played deck. So therefore, I think that Gravekeepers do stand a chance. Another way Gravekeepers can beat people is they can beat in sectors, mainly because you can't equip Hornet from the graveyard to one of your Insector monsters because Necro Valley doesn't let you target the graveyard, except like things like Plague Spreader, which target itself. Dragonfly is actually targeting Hornet, so you can't actually do that. Now, so Necro Valley does hurt against Insectors too. Other reasons Gravekeepers can do well is Royal Tribute. In a deck like Dragons, where they can draw like all monsters, that could be devastating. As well as Rabbits, if you hit all the Rabbits into the graveyard and they can't reborn it or anything like that, that's really broken. Same thing as Insectors. Even if you hit Hornets, Necro Valley, they can't use their monster to target. So Gravekeepers is actually a strong tier 2 deck. Tier 2, I keep using that, but tier 2 deck that may see play and actually has a pretty decent matchup against 2 of the 3 decks. And even against Rabbit, it's not that bad a deck because of Necro Valley does boost a lot of the things. So Descendants are 2,000. 2,000. It's not. They can run over Sabersaurus. That's what I'm saying. And also, Spies are 2,500. So Logi can't even run a Spy over with Necro Valley on the field. Excuse me. So I think Gravekeepers are a decent deck, and you should watch out for them. Now, what do you side against Gravekeepers? Well, Decree is a good card to decide because they do main deck a lot of traps. The only thing I have issues with deciding Decree is they have Descendant, they can pop it, but that's sort of like citing people when people decide Decree against Glad Beasts. I didn't really think it was good because they had like 3 besties, but personal preference on that. Then, it's hard to side against Gravekeepers because you really don't have a side deck for them. You don't be like, oh, I side deck Closed Forest still. I'm like, not really. So Closed Forest is a good side deck card, but are you really going to side it? No, I don't think so. I'll take that later. And so I really think you guys should keep a look out for Gravekeepers. Try and make sure that you don't fall victim to Gravekeepers because they are a hard matchup if you're unprepared. So keep a look. So I'm gonna cut this short. This is an important call. So make sure you guys prepare for Gravekeepers. Let me know what you guys think of the side deck and what you guys could side for it. Alright, thanks guys. 3zinferno signing out.